Over the years, I've been intrigued with the part of Bali, which is just outside the central tourist zones, because it's outside of those central tourist zones, we're talking a few streets back, that I find a lot of great finds, a lot of joy, a lot of interesting stuff, and a lot of the parts of Bali that a lot of people remember from the old days, Zaman dulu. And we're doing that again today, just outside of Sanur, just to the north of Sanur. So Sanur has a beachfront of about 10 or 11 kilometres, right from Pantai Lembeng up to Padang Galak. And then there's a big river which breaks up the beach and the coastline going north. And then from then on, you've got several rivers that break up that coastline. So you've got these isolated pockets of coastline. So today I'm up in a place called Ketawel, which is quite far north. It took me about 15 minutes from Sanur to get here on the motorbike. In a car, it might take a little bit longer if there's a bit of traffic. And some of you might know the big roundabout to the north of Sanur, or the bypass. Well, it's just a little bit past that, actually on the road up to places like Chandidasa in the east. So we're going to explore that today. The first place I'm going to, though, is a place called Tuksedo. And I haven't known about this place for very long. It's new to me, but it's been around a long time. And people who are in the scene really know about this place. It's a place for artisans. It's a place for car lovers and people who like bespoke things. And what it is, it's a car workshop, which doesn't normally excite me, and it won't excite everyone. But I'm going to show you today because apparently it's incredible. A viewer of the channel who I met on the beachfront path, maybe a couple of weeks ago, had a shirt on with Tuxedo. I didn't notice it because I didn't know anything about it. And a viewer in the comments said, oh, Tuxedo, like as if I should know what that is. And I didn't, so I looked up and I sort of found out a bit more about it. So they do these custom cars, old cars. It's all handmade. They do handmade tools and everything. So I'm going to check it out today, have a look around, and then we're going to get down to that beachfront, have a look around there, go to a couple of warungs maybe, see what else is going on down at the beach, and see what it's like just outside the tourist zone here in Sanur. So let's get stuck in. Thank you. Well, look at this place. This is crazy, isn't it?
It's a good place.
Good place. It's like, is this a cafe, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a cafe here. I thought it was like a car workshop, but this looks amazing. Old school. Love it. If this place was anywhere, I'd be really impressed with the level of detail in it and the way that the styling of it. But because it's actually in a pretty, well, I wouldn't say remote area, but an area that's outside of the main tourist zone, it feels a little bit odd that this can succeed here. It is just fantastic. There's no one else here that I can see. Maybe there are other people doing tours of the factory, which I can see just over in there. We'll go and have a look around at the cars. If you're not interested in cars, there's just no way you're going to watch the rest of the video, what I'll do, I'll put a little chapter there, and what that means is you can skip forward to after the cars. The other thing about those chapters, I don't know if they're useful for people. I've experimented with them before, so what I can do, I can actually put timestamps in the description, and what it does is that when you're on the TV or on your phone and watching YouTube, it means there are chapters in the timeline that you can fast forward to without having to sort of scroll through bit by bit to the part of the video that you really want to watch. I mean, I understand that people don't necessarily watch every part of every video, and if you want, so I'm thinking, should I put more of those in? Is that helpful for people? I think it could be. How cool is that? That is TR, which is Tuxedo Royale, which is the name of this little, I don't know, salon they've got here. Brilliant. Nice little cappuccino. 44,300. Let's have a look. It's a hot one, by the way. That's why I'm holding it by the handle, which is not my style. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not my favourite coffee, but I'm not here for the coffee anyway. But I mean, if you want a coffee, come and get one. It's not terrible, but it's just not my favourite. But I think the thing about coffee is it's quite preference-based, isn't it? Come and get a coffee here if you're waiting for this tour. The other thing is that, oh gee, I just saw a dog, some sort of stray dog wandered in and took a dump on the workshop floor. The other thing they give you is this. They give you a welcome drink. That's the fresh orange juice. And I said, oh, does that come from a bottle or what is it? They go, no, we've got proper sun-kissed, which is the name for those, like a Valencia or orange, or the proper Western style oranges rather than the green oranges you get here. Now that is good. That is really good. Really clean too. As I'm drinking my coffee, I was just thinking about a lot of comments people say is, oh, do you ever have a bad coffee? And it's true, I actually don't have a bad coffee. I don't ever have a bad one. I have ones that I really love and then ones that I don't love as much because it's coffee. I mean, I love it. I love coffee. So yeah, I don't have a bad coffee.
We have a turkey dog.
All right, do you?
Very cute.
Okay, so we're going to start a little bit of a look around here. Sorry, what's your name?
My name is Chakra.
Chakra. Chakra is the barista here, but he's also the tour guide, and he does a bit of like polishing and stuff as well. He's a jack of all trades, and they've apparently got 30 dogs here. This is one of them. I said, "Is this Anjing Galak?" And he says, "Not Galak." So this is a cute little dog here. So yeah, here we go. Like you're allowed to just sit out here and just watch the workmen do their things, but this is what we're talking about. We're talking about old custom vehicles. I don't know if I can say old custom vehicles. It's old style vehicles that they are hand making. Can you explain? I'm trying to explain to the camera, but I'm not really sure. What sort of vehicles are these?
This is the Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing.
Is it exact replica?
Exactly replica. We copy 1.1 very same.
Yeah, and all of the parts, are they hand crafted?
Yes, sure.
So all the things, all the panels and everything you're making and
Yes,
everything?
we make everything handmade.
Wow, that is amazing.
And this is to car for the Dubai customer because we make a left-hand drive.
You make left and right?
Yes, this is the left-hand drive. Please, you can walk on.
Oh, look at that inside. That is mad. Oh, so that's left-hand drive.
Yes, left-hand drive for Dubai customer.
Ah, saying.
Dubai customer.
Yeah. But is there any original Mercedes parts here?
Yes, original Mercedes part,
Yeah.
but the modern part.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because for the engine, we put the modern engine. This is a Mercedes 300 SL, Mercedes W124.
Yeah.
6-cylinder and 3.2 liter.
Yeah. How much would it cost for one of these cars?
$335,000 US.
I'll take 5 of them. Wow.
And,
That's so cool.
and this is the mechanical area.
Yeah.
We are fitting the engine,
Yeah.
checklist, and refresh everything in here. And after there, we have the finished car.
Yeah.
Already.
Do you do motorbikes as well?
No.
But that is a nice motorbike.
Yeah.
Can I have it?
We just collection. This is the Kawasaki.
Beautiful.
And
Beautiful
this is the
bike.
original BMW.
Wow.
R69S.
From what year?
1970.
1970?
70, yeah.
Yeah, wow. Beautiful bike. All right, let's keep walking around.
Please.
All right, so these are all the finished ones. What sort of car is this? Porsche.
This is the Japanese car, the Toyota 2000.
Hey, Anjing Galak.
The Japanese car, the Toyota 2000 GT.
Yeah,
The
Toyota.
original one is a 9060.
Yes.
And now we recreation everything from scratch and handmade.
Wow, that is beautiful, mate. That is beautiful.
All here.
Wow.
All interior, leather.
Oh, all the dials.
steering.
Well, how do you make the dial?
Dashboard.
How do you make the dials? Do you make those as well, or do you?
Yes.
You make the dials, or do you have to
Yes.
buy the dials?
The dials like what?
Oh, like fuel gauge and water, all of
The
that.
gadgets we make, the steering we made, but the radio we just buy.
Oh wow, that's cool, eh? Very cool. Very cool. What's this? Oh, another Mercedes.
This is the old Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing.
From what year?
1950, 56 or 54, I think, yeah.
I reckon that is one of the best looking cars I've ever seen. Look at that thing. Oh, wow. Look at the mirror there. Isn't that cool? That is amazing. Like, if you've got money, well, I'd buy one of those if I had money. Just look at it. Apparently this one is the best seller, and they've already sold one to someone in Australia. So whoever you are, if you're watching this video, good luck to you. So I reckon that's a fantastic vehicle. Like if you're driving down, I don't know, Parramatta Road, or if you're in Melbourne going down, I don't know, what's the main road in Richmond there, like Fitzroy Street or something like that, or whatever it is, you would look like the coolest person in the world in one of these. Look at that interior. Is that leather? That feels like leather. Wow. That is, and that leather is super soft leather. That is beautiful. Beautiful looking vehicle. That's another one of those Toyota 2000 GT pop-up headlights. Look at that, how cool was that? It's funny because the guy said I might be able to show you around the back. We've got to ask my boss first. I didn't ask, but he said, oh, because you're doing YouTube, I'll show you around the back. I don't want to be like asked for special access or anything like that. Look at this car. That's an old, is it like an old Porsche? Looks like it with those headlights, doesn't it? Oh, that is beautiful. Speedster. Nice badge as well. Just incredible workmanship on that. Yeah, there you go, rear engine as well. It's interesting because around this area, there's another one called Cabon Vintage, another place you can go if you're a car lover, where they've got like hundreds of old cars. So if you're going on like a car day out, you can come here and go to that. Very close to one another. Owned by different people though. So why is the steering wheel like that?
Because the copy from the original is very exactly same.
Yeah.
And this is can to be flipped from easy to enter.
Yeah, yeah.
And for your driver, you can to.
Oh, because your legs can't fit below it unless you. Oh, yeah, I got you.
Fit your leg. And after you want to get out, you can to flip it again. Yeah.
Very cool. There's a dog going off over here. What a mad place. What are all these ones over here, the wood ones? What's all that?
That's the first step we make a car here.
So the first model, you will always make a mock-up like this? Yeah.
We call it the mall or the wooden buck.
Wooden buck.
We take from the original blueprint, and this is exactly same, 1.1, the long and bigger.
Yeah.
It's very same like the original car.
Yeah, yeah.
And now we display for model, like the 2000 GT, the Japanese car, the Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing, and the best seller here too, the Aston Martin DB5. We sold out to car finish in the picture.
Yeah.
That's the number 1 and number 2.
Yeah.
And now we make a number 3 for the customer order. And for this one, this is the new model here, the BMW 507.
Beautiful, mate, beautiful. What they also have here is a wireframe. So this wireframe is made from that wooden buck, and then they can get the panels and shape them and beat them into the shape of the wire. And there's a guy around the back with a hammer at the moment. He's doing, it's like katok magic. That's a good word, katok magic. When you're, if you have a little bump in your car panels, you can get a dude just to beat them out for you. Unreal. I just told me I can jump inside it. I feel like I'm gonna wreck it. I don't know. Feels like it should be illegal, but I'm gonna get in anyway. Oh. Wow, I'm getting in. Oh, this is mad. I would love a car like this. I mean, imagine this doing Sanur. Oh, the door closes really nicely as well. It reminded me of the old cars that we used to have, where when you close the door, it has a bit of a thud, but still clicks quite nicely. It's quite a tactile thing that I've not really felt for like, I don't know, 40 years. And that's the view from where I am. Beautiful. And I've got quite long legs, but this suits me perfectly as far as legs go and all that sort of stuff. Maybe I could probably, I was going to say I could wind the seat back a little bit. I would probably need to. Nice little mirror there. Oh man, imagine this. You got your Indonesian chick, Susan, by your side, cruising down Jalan Legian. Beautiful. All that lining and stuff, I mean, that is beautifully done. Real craftsman stuff. You know what I'm really glad with? Is that Balinese are known for being artistic and great craftsmen, and they obviously have traditionally done a bunch of stuff which we all know about, wood carving, stonework and so forth. But now they're getting into this sort of thing, and it puts their skills up the value chain a lot, where people from around the world are willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for their craftsmanship. I love that. So if you want one, there's a price list there. I won't go through them all, but basically, big dollars. But if you've got big dollars, I mean, it's not really a big deal, is it? Like, well, that'd be a pretty good one to buy, I reckon. I'd rather have one of those than a Lambo, especially in somewhere like Indonesia where you can't get high speeds anyway. Cruising around on one of these things is much more cool. Look at this, a bit of crocodile skin, they've got the leathers there, and then they're fitting it all to the panels. That's real craftsmanship, isn't it? Beautiful. There's even a dude doing a piano over here. Amazing, amazing. Well, that's just about it for me here at this place. I'm going to check the rest of this northern part of Sanur out, or just past the northern part of Sanur, and see what else is going on around here. Just here with the staff out the front. These are pretty cool guys. Now, though I was saying I'm just going to go across the road to Pantai Lembeng, And they're going, oh, there's a motocross event over there on the Tanggal berapa?
25.
25. So the 25th, there is 25th of July this year, 2026. If you're watching this like in 2027, you're too late. But later this month, there's a motocross event on the beach that I'd never heard of. There's actually a lot of events here in Bali like that are maybe advertised in specific communities, but for the broader public who have an interest in this stuff that might only be coming to Bali for a couple of weeks, we don't really sort of hear about it too much. But there is. 25th. Make sure you head down to Pantai Lembeng. There's another word which is kertewel, and I've been saying it wrong for all these years. The letter E in Indonesian is pronounced two different ways depending on the word. And if you don't know, or if you haven't heard a local pronounce that word before, especially with place names, it's difficult to know how to spell it. I just asked a local how to say kertewel, and they said it's kertewel, not ketewel or kertewel. It's kertewel. I don't think I'll ever remember that, but that's how it's pronounced anyway. Just before we go to the beach, this guy wants to have a plug. He's a driver. He's a good guy because I've just been chatting to him for about half an hour. This is, sorry, I forgot your name.
Saya Gede.
Gede, that's it. Yeah, Gede. He's a driver.
I'm Wijaya.
I'm going to put his phone number on the screen. If you need a driver, like he's a good guy. That's all I can say about him. So contact him if you need a driver. If you want a day trip somewhere, negotiate with him over WhatsApp. So I'm down at Pantai Lembeng. Interestingly, on my way here, I saw a sign, and the sign said, "Maaf ya, hanya anjing buang sampah di sini." And I thought that was really funny. Only dogs are throwing rubbish here. And there was a big pile of rubbish in front of the sign. I thought that was pretty funny. Obviously, there's rubbish problems at the moment here in Bali, and it's pitting Balinese against Balinese, where some people who have no rubbish being picked up are trying to find places to dump it, but then menyusahkan orang lain, yeah, makes other people's lives difficult. So there's a bit of that going on at the moment. So this path up here, quite nice, goes up here to a temple, I think, which I'll just have a quick look at. The ocean looks a slightly murky colour there, and I'm not sure if that's weed in there. It looks like the colour of weed, but I'm not sure. The sand all up on this coastline is quite a dark colour. It's like a bit more volcanic than it is around Sanur itself. So Sanur is just there. You can actually see the Sanur, I think they call it Sanur Beach Hotel, you know, that one that was built in the 60s, right there, that big monstrosity. And then obviously to the left of that, all the way down the coast, is the part of the path that we're all familiar with, and the harbour is just to the right over in that sort of direction. Not many people sort of come up to this area, mainly because, as I said, it's broken up. There's not one sort of continuous path that leads up here. They could do it. You could build a footbridge across the river at the end of Padang Galak, and that'd make it a nice little sort of a path all the way up here that you could cycle along. I mean, you probably wouldn't run it because it is quite a long way. I don't know how many kilometres that would be, but it looks quite a long way. That'd be, to that hotel would have to be, probably, I'd say 8 kilometres. It is quite a long way down there. You already get 11 kilometres along that beachfront path as it is, but it would be nice to sort of connect up to a lot of these beaches. And if you shine a light on some of these beaches as well, it gives encouragement to tidy them up a little bit. I mean, they are a little bit dirty at the moment. Most of it's actually things like bamboo and bits of wood and leaves and stuff that have washed down rivers, but of course there's a bit of plastic rubbish in there as well. It's not outrageous. It actually looks like someone swept it up into piles, which is promising. Right, there's your little temple over there, which I can't go into, but you see all this? There's all coral walls, yeah? Now, oh, that's cool. It's one of those wind things. That there is making a noise, that piece of bamboo. What I've seen, and I don't know why they do it, but they'll often cut slits into those pieces of bamboo so that when the wind blows, it plays it like a flute. Oh, isn't that beautiful? These lovely walls made out of coral, and then on the inside is a beautiful little temple, and it's just coral everywhere. Coral everywhere. Unreal. I actually never get sick of looking at these Balinese temples, and I try not to take them for granted. Sometimes what happens is, after you've been in a place for a while, you sort of forget how special some of these things are. And that happens to me as well. So I just try to remind, nearly went over there. I just try to remind myself that, hey, this is pretty special. All right, let's see what else is over here. Let's have a look down to the water's edge a little bit. Like, I wouldn't swim here. First of all, because it's treacherous. I don't think it'd be very pleasant swimming out there. I reckon you might be able to surf at times of year, because I know up this coast there are some surfing beaches. But right now, I mean, you couldn't surf it and you couldn't really swim in it either. And then the second point is that I'm a bit unclear of what that brown is in there. It's like patches of it, and because it's sort of patches, it sort of looks a little bit like seaweed. The only thing that's saying to me that it's not seaweed is that it's not washing up on the shoreline. I'm not sure. But you can see those express boats going across to Nusa Lembongan and Nusa Penida over there as well. They're those smaller boats. The boats that go to the Gillies seem to be much larger boats. What I find slightly sad about this situation down here, it's the same as in Padang Galak as well, which is just the place that you can access along the beachfront path north of Sanur, is that beachfront areas around the world are highly sought after and desirable places to visit. Yet here up this coast, just north of Sanur, it's not very popular at all. And it hasn't really been taken advantage of by the Balinese, I suppose. I mean, there has been some attempt, but it's a bit of a chicken and egg scenario, because you do need to clean things up a bit as well and put paths in like this, which they've done. But for example, there's no trees here. Like, I'd just go and plant a bunch of trees along this path and make it quite pleasant. And then I'd allow, you know, someone to build some nice warungs across there, or little cafes, and you could actually do the place up a little bit and make it a more desirable place to come. And then you could spread out your tourists a little bit so that it's not all cramped in one area. But yeah, it is a chicken and egg scenario, because the government probably doesn't want to put money into a thing like that if they don't think people are going to come here and enjoy it. So I guess it's that scenario. But it is beautiful. I mean, it is a beautiful area. I do like it. Nice little statue there of the boat on the ocean there. There is a little warung over here. It's called Beach Break Pantai Lembeng, but doesn't seem very popular. There's a few people on horses over there. I did notice on Google Maps that there's some horse riding situation going on around here as well. So if you're a horse lover and you want to ride a horse along the beach, well, get onto Google Maps and see if you can find that spot that I found in the past. I'll put a little thing on the screen about what it's called. You can go horse riding up here along the beach. Another word for you, kuda. Kuda means horse. The other word I've been thinking of, like, I probably should be teaching you a lot more basic words, like the word for like, suka. Saya suka kuda. I like horses. The other thing I sort of wanted to talk about was there's a thing you can do where you put nya, N-Y-A, on the end of a word, an object, and it can sort of mean like the. So if I say aku saya suka pantai, I like beach, it works, but it might sound more natural to say saya suka pantainya, meaning the beach, when you're talking about a specific beach. Yeah, aku suka kudanya, that horse, the one there. I think that, here we go, Sunrise Adventure Horse Riding. That's what it is. That's what this place is over here. That's why we've got the horses. Yeah, so I think, yeah, putting nya on the end of some words can do that. The other thing about the word, the nya on the end of a word, it can also mean dia, yeah, and dia is his or hers, so it can denote ownership. Sometimes you get into such habit that you say the nya on the end of a word when it doesn't really fit. I do that all the time, but you'll realise that sometimes Indonesians do that as well. So then, is it really wrong? Maybe it's just fitting in with the way things are done around here. Oh, well, not much happening there. There's a few horses in those little stables there, I guess. Yeah, Pantai Lembeng. If you're going for a cruise around, might be worth dropping in. Given I'm up this way, I thought I might drop into, you know, that warung that I've been to quite a few times that's just north of Sanur in Padang Galak, that I've walked to a few times from the harbour. I was thinking I might go over there on the motorbike, see if I can find a way to get there on the motorbike, because I have noticed a dirt track when I've been walking there, so that I don't have to ride along the paved beachfront path on my motorbike, but I should be able to get along some sort of back road there. I'm going to try that out because that'll be pretty cool if I can access that via motorbike. Not sure what that is, but that looks like a noose. Weirdo. Just gotten down here to Padang Galak and they've got a layangan up in the air. The other way you might say is layang, but the more common way that people are saying the word kite now is layangan. I actually learnt it as layang, but they always say layangan around here. And that is the type, which is jangan, the one with a big tail on it. And they are beautiful. It's quite windy down here, and around Padang Galak is where you'll see a lot of people flying their kites, but also down at Pantai Lembeng, especially on the weekends at the moment. It's the season for it. Aren't they beautiful? That tail is just so long. Maybe 20 meters, 25 meters? Ekornya berapa meter?
Kurang lebih 20.
Yeah, so yeah, kurang lebih 20. So more or less 20 meters. Beautiful, beautiful.
Size mini.
Size mini, yeah. I could actually spend ages just watching these people fly kites, to be honest. I love it. Something so peaceful about it as well. And it's for all ages. Beautiful. So I really love this area of Padang Galak. The one warung that I have been going to a little bit is closed at the moment, so I'm going to the one next door. And they sedia all sorts of different things. Baso ayam, soto ayam, mie kuah, es jeruk. Oh, I might get an es jeruk. Get a nice iced drink here. I'll ask the guy here. Pak, ada es jeruk? Ada yang es-esan atau yang dingin? Ada es atau enggak mau yang sachet? Air aja ya, Pak. Oh yeah, he's got a little box here with all the drinks in it. Slightly cool. Let's get a water out of there. Kurang. Di mana? Yeah, boleh. Yeah. Yes, he's is it not quite cold enough? I said, no, not really. He's going to give me some ice. So it's pretty old school around here. It's sort of why I like it. Pak, namanya siapa? Wayan Dagro. Yagro. Pak Wayan Yagro, ya. Dari mana Pak aslinya?
Aslinya dari Margo.
Oh, Margo. Oh, jauh dari sini ya? Margarana ada. Oh. Tabanan. Tinggal di mana sekarang Pak?
Di sini lah.
Di sini. Di sini tempat ini.
Ya.
Oh, terima kasih Pak. Yeah. The guy reckons there's some big fish and some small fish over here that people either use nets to catch the fish or they'll just use a fishing rod. So I might just check over there. It's near the harbour actually. This whole area is very close to where the harbour is. So if you know where the harbour is in Sanur, if you've walked that far north before, it's actually not that hard to come here. Just keep walking north along the beach and there's a path that goes across the little creek and there's a bridge and that sort of stuff, and then you get to here. And there's a couple of warungs there. There's that one that I really like which is closed at the moment. So that's why I went to that one next door. I'm not sure what's going on down here. I'm not sure if he's giving me a bum steer or not. But he reckons down here is where you fish, but not really, because that's not even connected to the ocean at the moment. It's probably because the tide's low. I'm guessing that if the tide's high... Hello, how are you? Good. Good morning. Selamat siang.
Jalan-jalan.
Ya, jalan-jalan, lihat situasi di sini. Ya.
Bisa bahasa Indonesia berarti?
Ya, sedikit.
Oh, udah lama di Bali?
Udah 2 tahun di Bali, 12 tahun di Jawa Barat. Biasanya kalau mancing ada yang di sini atau gimana mancingnya?
Banyak di sana juga.
Oh ya?
Iya.
Itu udah, tapi nggak terkoneksi sama lautnya?
Oh ya, nggak terkoneksi.
Nggak disambung?
Nggak. Karena ini kan ada batas air laut dan sungai deh.
Ah.
Nah itu.
Kalau lagi pasang gimana?
Kalau lagi pasang dia naik dia.
Oh ya. Ini alat apa?
Pakai kerja ini.
So they're using this thing just to make that thing there. Yeah. So basically what happens at high tide, the water does come through here and that brings in fish and they get trapped in there and the locals come and fish them out. It's pretty cool, eh? It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Is that a term? I think it is. This guy's name is Wayan Sukra.
Sukra, ya sah.
Yeah, ngapain di sini?
Kalau saya di sini buka warung.
Oh, itu warung Papa?
Iya.
Ya.
Ibu,
Ya.
bantu ibu.
Dan asli dari mana, Pak?
Asli dari Penateh.
Itu di mana? Daerah mana?
Di daerah Batu Bulan.
Oh, Batu
Sukawati,
Bulan. Ya, Celuk, Sukawati.
Iya.
Dan masih tinggal di sana atau tinggal di sini sekarang?
Udah tinggal di sana.
Ya. Jadi bolak-balik setiap
Iya,
hari.
benar.
Ya. Enak di sini ya, Pak, di
Ya,
dekat pantai. Ademnya?
Sukanya
Anginnya
anginnya
enak. Ya.
Lagi keadaan lautnya bagus lah.
Tapi ada krisis sampah juga ya, Pak?
Ya, ada sih. Krisisnya pasti ada.
Inilah
Itu
Indonesia.
di Indonesia. Pasti ada krisisnya. Pasang surut tuh pasti ada. Seperti kayak kita jualan di warung.
Ya.
Kadang rame, kadang sepi.
Oh, ya gitu ya.
Pariwisata pun seperti itu.
Ya,
kan, gitu.
betul. Ya. Ya, mudah-mudahan ke depan ya dapat banyak rezeki. Ya. Oke, makasih Pak.
Terima kasih.
Ya.
Berarti tinggal di mana Pak Adam?
Ya, Sanur.
Sanur. Udah berkeluarga sini Pak?
Ya, ada istri orang Bandung.
Orang Bandung.
Cewek Bandung. Ya. Jangan nakal, Pak.
Tapi tetap nakal.
Makasih, Pak. Makasih, Pak. Ya. Eddie. Oh, I love joking around with the Indonesian people. They are the best to joke around with. It's so innocent. I'm getting a bit of a hello across here.
Minum-minum dulu.
Ya, nggak usah. Udah minum.
Lewat
Bisa bahasa Indonesia?
Tidak bisa. Maaf.
Ayo little.
No bisa.
No bisa. I speak English. No
buatin.
little.
You speak English.
Yes.
Pak
Little.
Adamnya
I speak Indonesian too.
Oh, yes. Little.
Lah,
Ya.
Yes.
Dari mana?
Dari
kasih
Denpasar.
dulu dia.
Denpasar mana?
Denpasar Timur.
Timur. Ini Denpasar Timur.
No.
Ini selatannya.
Oh, ya.
Yang sana.
Ngapain di sini?
Kenalan.
Sama dia.
Juni.
Aku Adam.
Pak Adam,
Aku Juni.
Juni.
Yes. Jualan.
duduk dulu.
Seperti
Pak Adam.
bulannya.
Yes.
Bulan Juni.
Yes.
Tapi ini Juli.
Oh, Juni. Oh, oke.
Lagi apa?
Lagi santai.
Santai ya.
Main santai.
Yang
Ya. Cari apa? Kutu.
Hah? Apa?
Cari.
Minum.
Enggak. Cari kutu ya.
Kutu.
Kutu
Oh.
rambut.
Yes.
bahas besok aja, Bang. Pak Adam, duduk dulu Pak Adam.
Ya.
Istirahat.
Main no speak
Oh, udah.
English little.
Ya, little.
Yes.
Belajar di mana English?
Dari sekolah.
Oh ya.
Yes.
Ya. Tapi kalau di sini harus belajar Inggris, bahasa Inggris ya.
Ajarin Pak Adam.
Oh, ajarin. Minum apa ini?
Minum es.
Enggak usah.
Kopi.
Enggak usah. What's going on over there? They're all surrounding. I think the girls got nits. I see it a lot in Indonesia. The people combing and getting nits out of people's hair and stuff. Nothing a bit of lotion wouldn't help, I reckon. I'm just going to finish things up here. Having a great time. I'm just going to hang around with these guys, have a bit of a nongkrong. And thank you very much for coming along for the ride here today. Just north of Sanur. It's just on the outskirts. It's like that all around Bali, actually. Just gets slightly out of those central areas and it gets just totally rural and totally non-touristic, really. So you can dip your toes into, all the nice cafes and stuff, then come and go to a warung like this or go to the Tuksedo place really easily. And I think sometimes those places are not so well known. And I think a light needs to be shone on them because I think they're quite enjoyable. So thanks for coming along for the ride today. And thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all things Sanur and the rest of Indonesia. I'll catch you next time and sampai jumpa.